Chapter 4. Back to the Hangout.
Sybil was still up when Elvis greeted Brad at the door.
Will wants us to conference with him and Leland.
She put the phone on speaker and dialed. Will spoke first.
Hey, Brad. I've been trying to explain to our sister here. If we take this lousy settlement, Claire, my soon-to-be ex, will get a third, and Mother will get about 833 G's, and then we'll divide up whatever's left of that, if anything, whenever she cashes in her chips.
Will is exactly right, Brad.
Attorney Jasper Leland boomed.
And I can guarantee you, sir, that the old roaches will be crawling out of the woodwork for any and all unpaid bills, real or contrived, the minute the settlement is signed. The entire bundle could easily vanish in a matter of a few months.
But it isn't right that Mama hasn't seen one red cent from those lousy crooks. I'm just so tired of the whole damn thing.
I'll tell you one thing for sure. She'll feel a whole lot better knowing all her children are set for life. Wouldn't you agree, Brad?
After an uncomfortable silence, Will continued.
It's been more than 5 years since the explosion. The other 9 families all settled out of court for $400,000. We're the ones that had the guts to face down old Goliath. We took him to court, and damn it all, we won.
Did we really? It took 4 long years just to get a judgment. And guess what? That's right. They still haven't paid.
The attorney responded.
You need to know, Sybil, when they've exhausted their final appeal, Locker Oil will be on the hook for all your additional legal expenses, including my fees. Now that is in addition to the jury award.
So after Claire takes her slice, we're looking at about $1.75 million each. It's a no-brainer. You haven't said a word, Brad.
Did anyone tell Ma about their latest offer?
We just got it this afternoon.
We'll have to tell her, of course, but I'm concerned about her mental state. She may not understand the legal ramifications of what Loco is trying to pull here, and how quickly this sudden wealth can evaporate.
She'll need to know.
Brad's cell phone rang. Allison's face appeared. He clicked it off as Elvis scratched the back door rug.
Well, don't you tell her. I'll swing by Sunday morning. I can catch the midnight flight.
And I'll ride up from Charleston. So we're all clear then. No one mentions this to Mother until we're all in the same room.
Got that, Sybil?
Yeah.
Good. We can catch up on old times Sunday.
Sure, Will.
Brad saw the look of disgust as Sybil hung up the phone.
You want to go for a ride, Sibs? Grab a bite?
Don't you ever sleep?
How about I spring for a pizza?
It's almost midnight. I gotta be up at 5.
She opened the back door for Elvis.
But thanks. I was very proud of you, Brad. You didn't just go along with Will and Leland on this.
It's up to Ma, whatever she wants. I guess we'll have some fun family time on Sunday, won't we?
Sybil flopped onto the couch. She lit up a Newport and turned on the TV.
Oh, yeah. Nothing like a personal injury lawyer to bring out the best in everyone.
He pushed the front door open and walked to the car. As he backed out the driveway, he called Allison. No answer. He swung onto the main road to Populous. The Hangout was still hopping when she called again.
Hey, guess what? I'm in Vegas.
Really, Al?
He felt uneasy.
At Caesar's Palace. We just saw Mariah Carey.
We?
Dirk won almost $1,000 at blackjack.
What a guy.
Guess why we're here?
You got married.
No, silly. I'm going to class tomorrow, so I can be a closer.
A closer? Like Kira Sedgwick?
No, silly. I mean, when the rep can't make the sale, they call me up, and I finish the deal right on the phone. Dirk says it's easy, and I'll clear an extra $1,000 per month, or more. Well, I'm excited, Brad, even if you don't give a rip. So what have you been up to anyway?
Ma's in the hospital. She fell down and cracked her head open.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know, baby. Is she okay?
She says she is, but they're keeping her overnight.
The amazing blonde stepped toward him.
Al, I gotta go.
Dirk says he wants you in his office this week. Why'd you tell him you like John Cusack?
So you could see how scripted all his comments are.
Well, It's not a whole lot different than you with your song lyrics, babe. Only in this case, you get a check. Maybe one with a comma in it. Dirk will teach you how when we get back. You'll be awesome.
Oh, cool.
He hung up.
When pigs fly.
The waitress smiled.
How are you?
She had to know why he was there. He looked at her name tag and laughed.
If I was any better, Abby, I'd have to be two different people.
She nodded.
Can I get you a milkshake?
You do that for me?
Sure. Chocolate, right?
My absolute favorite. What about you? Do you like chocolate?
Well, of course I do. Can I get you something else?
What do you recommend?
Oh, how about a mushroom and cheese omelet?
Her soft, sympathetic voice soothed his heart.
You look like you've had a long day.
You are so right, Abby. What kind of cheese do you have?
We have American, cheddar, Swiss, mozzarella, provolone.
Her lips danced and her eyes shimmered.
How about a little of everything?
A little of everything? Why not? Home fries, hash browns, both?
She was quite a bit older than he was for sure, but isn't beauty ageless?
Home fries.
All right. I'll be right back with your shake.
Could It Be I'm Falling in Love by the Spinners was playing on the jukebox. He pulled a pen and notepad out of his hip pocket and wrote,
Did you ever love someone so much that words can't say? Can't help but think about them every second, every day.
He was pondering the next line when she arrived with his milkshake.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Just a turquoise ring on her right hand? She has to have a boyfriend, a fiance or something. How could a woman look like that and not?
He sipped his shake, imagining a second straw and Abby sipping from it, looking deep into his eyes.
Yes, Brad. I'm right where I want to be with the man I love.
If I could just write her a love song and sing it to her when she comes back with my omelet.
Another line popped.
Something that they radiate just makes your heartstrings vibrate and takes your breath away.
She gently slid the plate in front of him. He wanted so much to take her hand.
Will you dance with me, my lovely one?
Can I get you ketchup, salsa, Tabasco?
He could hear the melody now.
What kind of salsa is it?
It's my dad's special recipe. We make it from scratch. It's got tomatoes, onions, green peppers, and little red chili peppers from Mom and Dad's garden. They sell bunches of it at the farmer's market.
Yeah?
It's real good. I'll get you some.
Thanks, Abby. She must think I'm an idiot.
He reached for his pen.
You toss and turn all night. Kick the covers off the bed. Hold on to your pillow, wishing it was them instead. No matter how you try and tried to count them sheep and shut your eyes, you can't get their I love yous out your head.
A young girl was clearing a table nearby. She pulled alongside with her bus tray.
You like Abby, don't you?
She's very nice.
And she's real nice looking, too, isn't she?
She sure is. You know her pretty well?
The girl nodded audaciously.
Mm-hmm. Me and Abby, we go way back. Are you writing her a love note?
Edie Lemieux, the owner, stood at the kitchen entry. The girl turned.
Coming, Grandma.
Abby was headed toward the table. Joanne grabbed her apron and whispered something to Abby before ducking back into the kitchen. Abby handed Brad a small dish of salsa. He spooned some onto his eggs.
Joanne says you two go back a long way.
That's one way of putting it.
You're sisters?
Oh, ye of the silver tongue.
Not sisters.
Her grin sent a jolt of electricity through him.
Can I tell you something?
She sat across from him.
Go right ahead.
Brad shivered.
I know this sounds crazy, Abby, but I was picturing the two of us in a canoe on a mountain lake, just paddling along. And then it started to pour, and we got all wet. But it was incredibly cool.
Abby leaned back in her chair.
Do you like canoeing?
I only ever went a couple of times. I was with my dad in Colorado when I was 14.
Had fun, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Edie hollered something. Abby stood.
I'll check back on you later.
Does she like me, too? Or does she think I'm a nutcase? So Joanne is...
My daughter. She just turned 14. Is that what made you think of the canoe?
Possibly.
He didn't see Abby or Joanne after that. Edie dropped off the check and said,
Thanks, I'm back.
like it was one word. He left a $5 tip. Jamar and Zev were playing chess on the round table when Brad got in. 3 guys in an efficiency was ridiculous, but as long as they were getting the odd gig now and then, it seemed the way to go. They were up till 4.
Music sets you free.